You don't know who you are, and that's dangerous. Have you ever felt like you're just drifting through life? Like you wake up, do the same things, talk to the same people, and repeat the cycle without ever stopping to ask, who am I really? If that question makes you uncomfortable, good. Because not knowing who you are is one of the most dangerous things in the world. And the scariest part? Most people don't even realize it. They live on autopilot, following the script society handed them. Go to school, get a job, work, retire, die. They never stop to ask if that's what they really want. And when they finally do, it's often too late. But let me ask you this. If you don't know who you are, how do you know what you want? How do you know what actually makes you happy? And here's the real kicker. If you don't define yourself, someone else will do it for you. Your parents, your friends, society. You will be shaped by expectations, assumptions, and pressure. And the worst part? You'll start to believe that's who you truly are. But deep down, something will feel off. That's why so many people are anxious, depressed, lost. They wake up one day and realize they've built a life they don't even recognize, and they have no idea how they got there. But let me tell you something. It doesn't have to be that way. You can take back control. You can rewrite your story. But first, you need to face the truth. You don't know who you are, and that's okay. Because now you can start figuring it out. And it all begins with one simple but powerful question. What do I actually want? Not what your parents want. Not what society tells you. Not what looks good on social media. What you truly, deeply want. When was the last time you sat in silence and asked yourself that? Most people never do. Because it's terrifying. What if the answer isn't what you expected? What if it means letting go of things you've spent years building? What if it means disappointing people? But here's the truth. Living a life that isn't yours is far more terrifying. Because regret is the heaviest burden you can carry. So how do you start figuring out who you really are? Step 1. Pay attention to what excites you. What makes your heart race? What topics could you talk about for hours? What kind of people energize you? Those are clues. Step 2. Question everything. Why do you believe what you believe? Are your goals truly yours? Or were they planted in your mind by someone else? Step 3. Do things that scare you. Because fear is often a sign you're stepping outside the box others have placed you in. And that's exactly where you need to be. Now let me tell you a story. There was a man who spent his entire life chasing success. He built a business, made millions, bought everything he ever wanted, but deep down he felt empty. One day he sat alone in his mansion and realized something shocking. He had no idea who he was without his achievements. He had built an empire, but he had lost himself in the process. So he did something crazy. He walked away from it all, not because he hated success, but because he wanted to find himself again. And for the first time in years, he felt truly alive. Now, I'm not saying you need to burn your life down to the ground, but I'm saying you need to wake up, because the clock is ticking. Every day you live as someone you're not is a day wasted. So ask yourself, who am I? What do I want? Am I living for myself or for someone else? And if you don't like the answers, then it's time to change the script, because your life is yours to define, but only if you have the courage to do it. Now tell me, are you ready to find out who you really are?